Decorators and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Welcome to the second podcast of the year.
Second, is it? Yeah, it's only the second one of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, it is for the free
freeze. How you been this week?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Been working together.
Yeah.
On
actually doing some bits.
Spraying in people's houses.
Actual people's actual houses that they're actually living in.
And actually quite posh houses.
Yeah. Fairly nice residents.
Yes. So, yes, very, yeah.
Do you reckon you gained a lot more confidence with it now?
The first day, I felt like crying because the house was beautiful, wasn't it?
Mm.
And we had to spray a ceiling in the gentleman's lounge.
Yeah, the gentleman's lounge. Not what you're thinking of.
No. And it had wallpaper on the walls, really nice furniture in there. And Ryan said, no, it's okay, we'll spray it. So, and I absolutely, was not looking forward to it. But no, we taped it up.
Yeah, it went all right, didn't it?
Draped it, and sprayed the ceiling. It came out all right, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's no... Like the thing that I was saying is that we wouldn't need to have taped it and draped it anyway if we were brushing and rolling it.
Yeah,
and then you've got to brush and roll it. Why would you want to do that for?
So it was a bit of a learning curve, but yeah, it went all right. I wasn't looking forward to it, but
Just to show you how easy it is to spray in people's houses.
Ryan's...
That's what I always harp on this point, but there's no reason not to spray ceilings.
Ryan's words were, "I don't just bash out."
Yeah.
Rentals.
I also bash out nice jobs.
As you can imagine, there was a few expletives in there, but that was generally the gist of the conversation there.
Yeah.
So it was it was good. It went well. So then we moved on to it was like an open plan kitchen,
diner, lounge sort of thing. It was 65 square metres, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Ceiling was 65.
Big old project, and the lounge was far and ball.
Done properly as well, which is always the key. You need to use the primer.
Which is
don't know how much I'm glad you actually listened to me because I reinforced that point quite a lot. You need to use the primer,
and we did use the primer,
and it went well.
It came up lovely, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's what you try and take shortcuts by not using the primer because, to be fair, I'm going to put my hands up. We did a dining room locally before Christmas.
Yep.
Guess what?
Didn't go well.
Didn't use the primer.
And because we didn't use the primer.
Tried to do it in two, and it was...
It wasn't bad, but it could have been better.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah, it wasn't great. It could have been a lot better.
Yeah. And I think that, like we were saying when we were working on Friday, sometimes decorating isn't nice. There isn't... You always hear people go, what's the easy way of doing this? What's the easy way of doing that? Sometimes there isn't an easy way.
No.
Sometimes you just got to do it the annoying way that takes a little bit more effort, but, the results are worth it. I mean, it's the same with Fire and Ball. You just always have to consider it a three-coat system.
It was like on Friday we were doing, we were stripping a bedroom, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I've started to drift towards diff.
Mm.
But... we got the steamer out, shut all the doors and windows.
Yep.
Tigered it first, didn't we?
Yeah.
Went over it with a tiger. And to be honest, we stripped a couple of walls properly with a steam stripper. But by the time...
Yeah, the time we finished, I reckon we were about an hour in. It was that hot. I should have thought about it, but I've got some new thermal Engelberts, like the fleece-lined winter ES
They do
Motions.
look nice.
They are very comfy and they do look nice, but mistakenly wore them, and I was very hot to the point where I took my shirt off, stripping this bedroom. Like, Dad, can you put something in front of that door just so he can't barge in while I'm taking my shirt off because it's sweating.
But to be fair, by the time, like I say, good 3/4 an hour in, and because there's so much hot air in that room. No, it wasn't just right.
And the paper was stuck on that wall quite well, wasn't it? But by the time that I think we'd done a wall and there was like a little what would you call that, recess for the door sort of thing. And then I was able to walk around the rest of the room, and if I wasn't pulling full sheets of paper off, I was pulling the face off at least.
And and the other half of the room was quite easy.
I managed to. So you'd done maybe 2 walls, and we're halfway through the third, and then I'd pulled most of the paper off of the rest of the walls in that time.
So,
and it was just a case of going around then with a scraper and picking up the little bits of back.
I don't know what it is about that diff. That diff seems to, I don't know whether it's me being a bit of a millennial, but it does. There's something about that diff that's not nice.
Definitely.
If you put it through a garden sprayer like I do,
and it's up in your it aerosols a little bit, so you can feel it in your lungs. I stripped a fairly big Hallstone landing last year.
Yeah.
I think I was there for 2 days stripping it, and I was using diff.
Yeah.
And it just after a while, it just burns your hands, burns your arms. It's just, I think if you were doing maybe stripping a feature wall, it might be worth it, where you couldn't really get the steamer out. But I don't. And I know people say, "Oh, you can pop the plaster." Well, just get good. Do better at it.
That's when we were actually stripping the paper off of plaster, but it had been dry lined, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't not, and also it hadn't been painted either, had it? Underneath, it wasn't good. But you just got to be careful. And
that's what I mean. Like everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people look for the easy way.
Sometimes there's not an easy way.
Sometimes there's not an easy way, and you just have to be a bit more careful and just. I think steam stripping is the way to go. There's not many rivals to it in my
Sometimes
mind.
just find yourself a good podcast.
Yeah.
And
shorts and a t-shirt or a vest. Shut the door.
Make sure you got nice a pair of jogging bottoms and a t-shirt to change into when you finish.
Yeah.
Put a podcast on and just get on with it.
Get your head down and get on with it. It's like when you got to mask up a full house, and you're like, I'm really not going to enjoy this, and I'm going to be here for about 6 hours doing arts and crafts.
Yeah, and Ryan made me laugh on Friday because I said it was about 10 o'clock. I said, trouble is, by the time you've done this, I said you don't really want to do much more after you've done it. I said the walls will be wet, the ceiling will be wet.
Yeah, we're both tired and sweaty.
Yeah, you don't really want to.
I was like that. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, and you're already lining up going home early.
But I think it was, wasn't it? We got in there. Yeah. Told the customer everything's wet. We got to let it dry out. Can't really do much more.
Well, I mean, we probably could have gone up there and given it a quick fill or something.
I know, it was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Friday. It got to about 12 o'clock by the time we left, and it's just a nice round number to go home on.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, that worked out quite well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was enjoyed that.
Good week.
Yeah.
So, what else have you learnt from last week?
Not a lot, really. I don't like that drive. I think is about the most I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting when you get towards the end of a drive, like say you're going home and it's been a long one, and you just you're about 10 minutes from home, and my mind just starts drifting. I'm not even concentrating on driving. It's to the point where really I could do with pulling over and just but I'm so close to home, and just no, just wake up, keep looking at the road, stop looking at whatever you're looking at.
That was that thing the customer went and bought this Neptune paint, didn't she?
Yeah, I didn't use any of it.
Yeah, I want a fan of it. Yeah, it wasn't. It seemed to go on really well and cover quite nicely, but then when it dried sort of.
Other ones like that. There's another paint that's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes on with the Farrow and Ball. You sort of know that the opacity is not great on it.
Yeah.
But again, it is just a case of getting the coats on properly.
Yeah, it was.
And there is a definite depth to it.
Yeah, it was. It was just. I don't know. I just didn't seem to. I don't know. It's another one of these designer paints in it that's not quite. I don't think it's quite there. It was all right.
And we also popped into a Crown decorating centre. Johnson's decorating centre. Sorry.
Did we have a result there
in Guildford? And went in there just for a bit of a chat. And I wanted some roller sleeves. Couldn't get the roller sleeves in there, but we left with 30 litres of floor paint.
Yeah, yeah. Because they've got to take out this what is it? They've got to take something. They've got to get rid of the paint that contains another. We should know this because we're sort of like
professionals.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
But there's an additive that you got to get rid of out of oil-based paints, and we went there.
Yeah.
And got
I was thinking actually, if you are going to end up dawdling around doing that, if you keep some of the anti-slip stuff, just a litre or two, and just do the front step in it, I'll paint the front step, but just keep a little bit over.
But we had a right result there.
Yeah, because I said, "Oh, Dad, look, these two here could be good for the yard. Just it's 10 litres, just for the bits where we're going to put stuff up for now. She goes, oh, hold on, I've got 6 other tins down here. Just give me a second. What do you want? What colour do you want it in?
Yeah, which would that matter? Just,
I was like, whatever grey you've got, just chuck it in there.
Just mix it to that, and we'll have it. Yes.
I think it was what, even on your account, which is obviously a reduced price, it was 77 quid a tin, and we paid a £5 a tin. Well, you paid a £5 a tin.
Yeah, no, we walked out of there with 6 gallons for 35 quid, which is perfect for the yard, isn't it?
Yeah,
it worked out
just chuck
really
it straight
well
on the floor. Yeah,
but I heard an interesting thing today. I won't tell you where I was, but when I found out, because I told you earlier. But apparently, in certain mixing machines, Johnson's, this additive they're trying to get rid of by March, is included in all the colourants for Johnson's. So.
Why you didn't tell me that?
What is that? No, but I told you where I went and found out. Did
you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, so all the colourants for Johnson's paints and their mixer machines contain this additive that they need to get rid of by March. So what does that mean? What are they going to do? Are they going to?
That sounds like a them problem. I don't really use Johnson's, to be honest.
Do you not?
No. We're all Caparol, mate.
I thought you were moving over to Isomat.
Caparol mostly, Isomat for Caparol normally for the whites, Isomat for the wall emulsions, and Scuffex for the woodwork, and there isn't much variation off of that.
Yeah. But that was quite interesting. So we have to see come March, see what transpires and what they're going to do with it. But I mean, I'm sure if that's Johnson's, I'm sure it's no different for Crown or Dulux or Dulux Trade or any of the other main sort of manufacturers. So
sorry if I'm a little bit down this week as well. I am slightly hanging, ever so slightly.
Well, it's what, 6 o'clock on a Saturday evening?
Yeah, but I don't drink, my man, do I? I'm not like you. They're bloody 5 Moretti's down.
Oh, I see. So, what else do we know?
Not a lot particularly, I don't think.
No?
Yeah, no. It's been a bit of one of them ones, isn't it? Got the GX21 out and a bit of a go with that.
I did listen to I'll go to my notes where you wrote your remark at the bottom. To save us out of the thing. I was listening to a podcast earlier in the week about quotes and how it's quite easy to make your quotes stand out a little bit more than everybody else's. So rather than just sort of do, I don't know, you do your quotes, whether you do it on a Word document or an Excel spreadsheet and then print that off. But they were just saying about how you could make it look a little bit more engaging. So especially with the likes of, I don't know about you, but I use a lot of Canva. So
yeah, I know.
So if you go on Canva, it's an absolute godsend. It's it does really help. I mean, you laugh, but it's done for you, isn't it?
I'm not laughing, mate. It's fine.
You are.
Canvas for people that can't learn Illustrator.
Exactly. So yeah, but fucking hell, right?
Hey, you got it. 13:30.
Sorry.
That's 2 weeks in a row that I have not let a single one slip, and you've ruined it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you say that, but why do you need to use Illustrator if Canva will do the job for you? You're poo-pooing it and saying, there's so many other things that people have got to do that are running businesses. Why would they, there's no reason for me to learn to use Illustrator. I'm not going to... My career is not Illustrator. My career is decorating.
Your career is trying to be YouTube.
No, but
so
you see what I'm saying?
Learn Illustrator.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't need to use that. You don't need to...
All right, just stop slamming on the desk.
Yeah, no. But you just don't need to know that, you just do something that does a job. You don't... It's sort of like over-engineered, isn't it? So, anyway. So, you can use Canva to do your quotes so that you look a little bit more...
Is there potentially a video coming up on Top 10 Tips for TJ, Painting and Decorating Tips for TJ News?
No, I'm just saying.
Maybe on how to do quotes on Canva.
I'm just saying that if you got on...
Because that'd be good. If you talked about it on the podcast and then there was a video that you could point people to.
It almost seems like it would be sort of like, it would all follow on and... Yeah. No, that ain't going to happen. But yeah, I mean, they were talking about, go to the customer's home, take some photographs, and then include those photographs in your quote. So you can actually talk about the areas you're going to do, and
Yeah.
it just
But again, that's a specific use on a specific customer. Because if you just got like 2 rooms and you're not going to get much from that, you don't want to spend 2 hours of your evening messing about on Canva.
It's not going to take 2 hours, is it? Once you've got the basic template set up, it's not going to take you 2 hours.
I don't know, mate. I just get paid to put it on the wall. I don't deal with any of that stuff.
But all you got to do is,
that sounds like nothing to do with me.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it just makes you look a little bit different to everybody else that's sending theirs in on a Word document, and it's just text and text and text.
Yeah.
If you can make it look a little bit more interesting, and a little bit more engaging, then
it's definitely worth it. I feel like a lot of people could pick up jobs, even if you. That's what I think we said early on, was that you can pick up work where you're not the cheapest price, but you just need to add all of those other little bits to show why you're not the cheapest price.
Yeah, exactly.
You might be 200 quid more than Dave, but Dave sent his on a napkin from down the pub.
Oh, yeah.
And you've given me a nice booklet posted through my door.
Yeah, and you look like you can charge more for that, but because they trust you more.
Yeah.
Well, look at your mate where you went to New Year's Day, New Year's Eve.
They don't even know you.
Yeah.
They said, oh yeah, well, send him over.
And I can't think of anything. Well, don't send a quote on a. I mean, how can you send a quote on a text?
Yeah.
That's
it's not even a quote. That's a price that you send.
Yeah, it's just
really. It's not a quote.
It just shows that you're really not interested. If you can't be bothered to sit down and put a decent, and also if you do that, there's so many areas for. Oh, I thought that was included. Oh, I thought that was included.
Yeah.
Just you need to do a quote so that you know that you got your arse covered.
Yeah.
That when you I've
definitely only put 2 coats on that wall, or done this in here, and
it's just because customers will try and wriggle out of things. Yeah, just cover it. Just do the best you can.
So I got a text. If dawdling back a couple of months now, I went and done some snagging work in Knapp Hill.
Yeah.
And I think we got the number because he does a bit of work for the same lettings agency, and it's the classic one that I normally get, which is quite fun from customers, which is, do you just work for Joe, or do you do any private work? And my response normally is either, no, I only work for Joe, or I do private work, but I'll probably be more expensive than Joe. Because to be honest, you're going to need to pay me a lot for me to want to deal with, sorting out materials, sorting out when I'm going to come over, sorting out a quote, sorting out an invoice, all of that. No.
And I really don't want to do that.
Yeah, really, you probably have to pay me 2 or 3 times what you're going to pay Joe for me to have the
inclination.
Yeah, to do that. So, and it's just, you don't do it, do you? You don't take work out from under someone.
You don't shit on your own doorstep.
No. And I've said that to a few people, and a couple of people I just said no, because to be honest, I can't be asked figuring all of that stuff out. I'd rather just get told where to go, get given paint that I need to use, and told what to do.
Yeah.
I don't have the effort to do that. So when I was there initially, I'd done all of the bits, and then he goes, oh yeah, well, do you do your own work, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, because I couldn't be asked to give him the spiel. So I said, yeah, I'll be around Saturday, and then Saturday morning, just turn my phone off for the day.
But to be fair,
what?
He's come back to you, hasn't he?
Yeah, not only that, I would have been back there twice, because he's called Joe up to send someone round, because there was this hairline crack in the ceiling, which is where the boards haven't been taped properly, so it's always going to crack. So I went back there and done that, which was annoying, because it was like I've ignored him, hoping that he'd bugger off out of my fucking life,
and I've come back to do
now to come back and do some more.
Yeah.
And I got a text last night, deep in the pub, from him going, I need 1 feature wall done, blah blah blah. And he's just like, mate, I've already let you down once. Why are you coming? Do you not know anyone else that can do a bit of painting? Because I really don't want to.
Yeah. It's
£400 and I'll come do your 1 painted feature wall. How about that?
Well, there was a thing I saw on.
Let me buy brand new dust sheets, brand new scuttle, pole, frame, roller, and brush and kettle, and then I'll come and do it. And then you hop up.
I saw a post on Farron Ball. It's called Farron Ball. It's a Facebook forum. Farron Ball colour lovers. Sounds like Farnball, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just got a quote to paint 2-bedroom flat, 69 square metres, excluding paint, £5,500.
Yeah.
No plastering, removing wallpaper or layers of paint in Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, I mean that's so it's one of these. I've put the price up,
Yeah.
and the people went mad. I don't know. You might have seen it, but
No, I'm not on.
no. I just thought,
Oh, the guys might have seen it. I
The-
forgot we were doing a podcast. To be honest, just chatting with you.
yeah, no, the guys might have seen
The
it.
guys.
But and there was one woman there that put £5,500 name and shame.
Yeah.
I thought, what you're thinking? Well,
Shame what?
Yeah, what are you shaming that a bloke
Yeah.
has put a price up that you don't agree with?
Yeah.
What?
Sainsbury's wanted me to pay £35 for this steak. Name and shame.
Yeah, I went
up.
to Tesco's and got it for £12. Well,
Yeah.
that's what you do. You didn't.
Yeah, you shop around.
The
You
bloke-
have options.
Yeah, the bloke didn't do the work and then invoiced you £5,500.
Yeah.
What do you mean name that?
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that can ruin someone's business. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's no naming and shaming needed. You don't like the price, don't
Find
take
another
the price.
one, yeah.
Yeah. You think
Not
it's
like
too
he's
much?
forcing you into accepting his quote.
I mean, there were quite a few. Well, there were a few switched on people that said, "Oh well, maybe he's busy and he doesn't need the work."
Yeah.
I understand that's the way they work. They work.
They work.
Yeah,
Maybe you're just a bit of a twat.
exactly.
Maybe the old sea tax has been put
Yeah.
up on that job.
Exactly. Maybe it turned out you're a bit of a
Yeah.
and he decided that no.
Decided that actually it's about $3,000 on top of what he'd normally charge just to deal with you for a week.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever thought it might be you that's the problem rather
Yeah.
than? And you think, no, that, and when you're there and you sort of hovering over, leaving a comment, and it took all my willpower not to comment and think, it's just you should think, oh,
That's why you should get yourself a unlinked
Yeah.
to everything else Facebook account
Yeah.
just so you can.
yeah, just so you can let loose.
Or the other option, just get rid of Facebook.
I know.
I think that's the easier of all
But
the options.
that one comment, name and shame. I thought,
Yeah.
what? Why? What has the bloke done?
Well, Joe had that. He had a customer that he done a bit for, and then I can't remember what it turned out. I think there was like a little bit of she expected more than he done, or blah, something like this. And basically, she turns around to him and goes, "I'm retired. I don't do anything. I can spend all day ruining your business online."
Yeah.
Yeah, as in,
That's
what
what you
do you
need,
do?
isn't it?
You you got all right, fine. You got tail between your legs and back up.
Yeah.
Well,
What can you do? It's trouble is that's. I mean, that is the good one. Good. I mean, I'm not a fan of checker trade. I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
No.
But when I was with them, and I did get one bad review. However, at least then back then, checker trade gave you the chance to put your side of the story.
Yeah.
So you could.
That still didn't even work out that well, did it?
But I think it did work better for me because I think people on Checker Trade, when they see like 30, 40 5-star reviews, people don't believe it.
Yeah.
They don't believe that a business can run that smoothly. There's got to be hiccups. There's got to be, and it did. It worked. It did work well for me because people could say, "Oh well, yeah, I understand there's going to be," and it was just one of those things where it was a customer expectation. Maybe
Yeah.
I dealt with the husband, and then it was the wife that kicked off. But I never met the wife, so if I'd have met her,
Yeah, maybe.
and the customer
yeah.
didn't relay what the missus wanted,
Yeah.
so it was but at least I got the opportunity there to put my side of the story and say, well, look, I dealt with two different people, and then
Yeah.
the expectations were two different expectations.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it is people. People can, like you say, just absolutely ruin your business. Just by doing that, it's not fair. And like I say, that Farron Ball was, it was crazy.
My 2021 brush crisis has come to an end.
Dad, can you pay me early?
I wanted to buy some toys on Tuesday. So it was, Dad, do you reckon I'm going to invoice you now?
Yeah,
Because I want to spend money.
yeah.
I went. So those Karnas are quite nice, and if I'd had like a bit more cash, I would have gone straight to the Pro Forms, but they are a premium brush for a premium price. So I got one nice cutting in Pro Form, but I think I got the wrong one because I wanted an oval angled beaver tail, which is sort of my go-to for emulsion, and I got a square stock flat beaver tail, which I don't mind. I don't mind a square stock flat, but is what it is. It's just a little, those oval angles is a little easier to get up into the corners. So I got one of them. I think I got 4 3-inch Carnas, because they're the Carna Professional, because they're the same sort of filament. I don't think they will last as long, because the 3s that I've got from them now are starting to wear a little bit. Like, they don't spin out as nice once you wash them out. So I got 4 of those, I think, and then 3 2-inches of the Carna. A couple of little nice detail sash brushes as well.
Plus loads of boxes from ITS.
A putty knife, a load of plastic boxes from ITS.
Oh yeah,
2
a 2022 putty knife.
Yeah,
you must have a putty knife for every year you've been decorating.
More than one, I think, for most of the years. I just need to get some 60 grit out on the sander and just give it a little shape up, because it's not. It's not how I like it.
Not where it needs to be.
The point is like, I like blunting up the tip and then getting a nice, like a bit of a shallower angle on the. And then I got, which is something that I've wanted to add to my little power tool collection that I'm slowly building up for a while, which is a great big sight light.
Oh god, the sun was blaring through the window on Friday morning.
And I'm there pressing buttons. Do you need a light, Dad? Dad, do you need a light over there? You're in a little bit of shade in that corner. Do you need a light? Please let me use my new toy.
But no, it worked well. It did work well.
It's especially good in dingy little rentals sometimes to have one of them. If you're doing a bit of a late one, you're there until 5, 6 in the winter and you can't see a bloody thing. But yeah, that's good. I like my little M12 collection. I'm slowly building it up. I want to get I do want to get the SDS drill, but that is very far out there. I managed to fix my little brushed. I was quite excited because my brushed 12-volt drill driver broke. The chuck broke on it, and I was like, great, that means I can get a brushless one now. But no, in my attempts at fixing it on, I think probably Tuesday evening or Monday evening, which started out quite well. I was just going to try and get the chuck off, and then I could see if I could get another one to replace it. Because, the chucks are removable. So I got the chuck out. No, I didn't get the chuck out. I got the there's like a little pin that secures it in, a reverse thread screw. And then you're supposed to get an Allen key in there, because they can be quite tight screwed on, those chucks. You get an Allen key in there, pinch it up on the jaws, and then hit it, and it'll come loose. But obviously I couldn't pinch up the jaws because the jaws were stuck. So I took the half of the clamshell off, and then the gearbox for the drill driver proceeded to fall apart.
Is that when I phoned you?
And that's when you phoned me, and I was like, Dad, I'm deep into the guts of my drill. Can I give you a call back? So I had to repack this gearbox. I wish I had some grease, because I would have given it a proper good clean off and put it back in, but I didn't have any grease. But yeah, and then in that time of me messing about with it, I managed to get it working again. I don't know how. I don't know what I'd done. No. I think I had it soaked in some WD-40 for a couple of days, and then I think just messing about with it loosened up whatever was stuck.
Maybe you can look at mine.
So unfortunately, I can't get a new brushless drill driver now, because so I think the SDS drill's next in line, and I want to get some more of those little batteries. I do like a power tool.
I know. You're a fan.
Yeah. I just like spending money on gear.
It's nice, isn't it? It's nice to get some new tools.
New toy day.
Yeah. I forgot. Maybe we should have mentioned this at the start. But when we turned up at the job on Monday.
Oh yeah.
We turned up.
A good one.
I was working there back sort of end of October, beginning of November.
Yeah. Doing an outside.
Yeah, squeezing in the last outside of the year. And while you're here, shall we arrange about coming back to do the inside in I said that's no problem. I said I'm probably.
Well, she's good for that as well, because even while we were stood there, she was like, "Oh, when are you booked up until?"
Yeah.
And you said, "What was it? March, May?"
Yeah.
May, whenever. And she was like, "Oh, well, I best get a slot in. She's like, I'm not sure what room I want you to do, but we'll just book you in.
Yeah, she said, I don't know what
I just want to get my
do.
slot. I just want to get my
I don't know
my
what
time.
I want you to do, but there'll be something I need you to do.
Yeah,
so
and she's always like that.
Yeah, that's very nice. But anyway, so we so when I was there in sort of very early sort of beginning of November, I said, well, yeah, 10th of January will be fine. I said I'll be able to come and start then. So yeah, left it at that. Maybe I should have emailed or called or text or something. But anyway, we turned up on Monday morning, 8 o'clock, knocked on the door, and guess what? Nothing was ready. Well, I didn't expect you. Well, we'd already said the 10th of January. Wasn't it?
You are a tradesman. I didn't expect you to show up at the time you said you were going to show up.
You said the 10th of January. And to be fair, though, he had, did he have a boiler man and...
He had a fridge man and a security man, I think.
Yeah. And they were all booked in the same... I said, oh, well, we'll see. And to be fair...
all of them showed up.
Everybody turned up when they said they would. So it was quite good. But yeah, got moaned at for turning up when we said we would. Oh, well, I didn't expect you. I thought, well... Like I said, maybe we should have... phoned ahead and made sure that they were ready, but yeah. So then it was a mad panic, wasn't it, to get everything? It was all right, wasn't it? We
got there in the end. We managed to start in one of the smaller rooms.
Yeah, it was more a colour choice thing, wasn't it, than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I think we done pretty well we had 4 rooms to do, so an ensuite ceiling walls.
Yeah.
The gentleman's room, which was just a ceiling, but that still took us a day because it was papered floor to ceiling, all walls. And then we had this big, 65 square metre kitchen, diner, lounge sort of room.
All open plan thing. I think we did well.
Big L shape. And we managed to get all of it bar the A bedroom done. And you can quite easily do that Monday, Tuesday, can't you? You definitely, I would really like you to spray that ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. It is perfect for you to spray it. Bearing in mind, you've got all of my sheets there.
Yep.
So you're perfectly happy.
Everything's covered.
Everything's covered. All you need to do is mask up that light and mask up that window.
Yeah.
And then blind. And then you're set. And you that genuinely, you should do it.
I know. I'm going to bug out there. I think everyone's going to be so disappointed if I roll this ceiling.
Yeah, because it's not only that they leave you alone as well, which is quite good.
Yeah.
Apart from every hour and a half, 2 hours, they go, cup of tea, yes please.
Yeah.
He's quite happy watching his snooker. So. Yeah, it'd be perfect for you to spray that, and that would take you, like I say, the masking up will take you 20 minutes, and then spraying it out will take you 10.
So
that's setting it up and getting it going.
Get a fan in there to dry.
Yeah, second coat on it, start packing up the machine.
Yeah,
and there is no reason not to spray that ceiling.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, that is a good confidence builder ceiling. I think it's quite on socials and stuff. You see people doing things and. It looks like they know exactly what they do and happy as Larry. I'll tell you what, I've been spraying now quite heavily for 3 years. I'm only just sort of getting to the bit where, if someone says to me, I need you to paint this room, just the walls and the skirting, I could be near death's door and I've got it in my muscle memory enough that I could probably do it and get I'm confident that no matter what, it will look all right. But spraying is only recently where I got to the point where I'm like, I can do this and nothing will go wrong.
That was like on Monday where I was absolutely, when you were doing that, I thought, oh God, it's wallpapered ceiling, wallpapered walls, and really nice, a wooden floor, really nice furniture in there. Telly was in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I like freaking Dad out because we had all the plastic down on the walls.
And then you spray the wall.
And obviously you got to test the fan pattern a little bit. So I went straight up to the TV and sprayed the middle of the TV.
Yeah, it's all very funny until there's a hole in the plastic.
Oh well, that's why you got to make sure there's no holes.
Yeah,
but especially with woodwork, because we've only started doing woodwork quite recently, that I'm. It's taken about 8 or 9 jobs for me to get into the rhythm of doing woodwork.
Yeah.
That's a confidence builder, is spraying a whole stair and landing of woodwork.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
I think it's just little steps, isn't it, to build that confidence.
Yeah. I don't think it's little. I think big steps. I think that's the way to do it. Just take massive, giant steps where you can't see where your feet are going and just wing it and just get there. Just do it. I think you can fart around so much trying to do little jobs and this one's a bit too big for me to spray and blah blah blah. But if that one's too big for you to spray and you do it, then everything that's smaller than that now is well within your wheelhouse.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay
then. What are we talking about in the extras this week?
You're the one with the list, mate. I ain't made any notes. I ain't made any notes. I had to strap my backpack on this week. I didn't have time to be writing notes.
Right. So my backpack's on now for the podcast.
Yep.
In the extras this week, we're going to be talking about a interesting text we got from Max.
Yep.
We're going to talk about that. So if you're a fan of the podcast, you've probably heard about our adventures with young Max. So that's going to be talked about in the extras. Oh, I got a little bill from NHS, a little bill of $9,000. So that'll be.
Turns out keeping him alive costs a lot of money.
So that's going to be something else we're going to talk about in the extras. So we'll find out why I got a $9,000 bill from NHS. Oh, why Ryan got a £700 bonus this week?
We had a bad day that day, didn't we not?
Yeah. Yeah, so why Ryan got a £700 bonus, and it didn't cost me a penny, so that was good. Also, we've got we're going to be working with a paint company, maybe, so we might need some product testers on that.
You're very quick with this we. I'm still not sure on the we, or if it's just you, or that.
It's definitely
a
we.
You at the moment, you have
got involved with a paint company, so we're looking for some product testers. So if you want to pay for the extras, you can find out about that. What else we got? No, I think that's about it for now. We'll probably find some more stuff because we do have a little bit of ramble in the extras. But you want to find out more? Join us in the extras.
Email 2dex1mike@gmail.com. We've not had many emails recently. Sorry, Sam. I know you sent an email, but you're still too blind to find it.
I couldn't find it.
Could you resend it, please, maybe?
Yeah.
Did you actually did you search the inbox, or did you just look through it with your eyes?
What, as opposed to my toes?
As opposed to going into the search bar at the top and putting in
You've
the
got
email
access to
address.
it?
No, I don't.
Oh, God. But yeah. All right, Sam. When did you send it? Let me know and we'll sort it out. Anyway, until next week.
You can search it. No, not yet. Jesus Christ. Don't forget to follow at S&D_decorating on Instagram.
God.
You can sign up to the extras, which is at least double the amount of content each week. We do this, but if this one's 40 minutes, the extras will be at least 40 minutes. It's a little bit more full force as well. Trust me, Dad's he's been keeping this pint just sat there waiting for the extras. He's not had it through this. Had about 5 watching the football, watching Southampton get beat 3-1.
Yeah.
And I think he's kept this one in reserve. So I think we're going to turn the heaters on for 5 minutes in between the two. He's going to sink that, and then we'll go into the extras.
And then we're off.
You can also join the WhatsApp group on the extras. But yeah, that's pod.fan/TWO-decorators-a-microphone- extras.
I'll put a description in the.
Is it pod.fan/TWO-decorators-and-a-microphone-extras? Yeah, that's the one.
I'll put a link in the description below.
It's weird, isn't it? Sometimes you know what it is, but because you get into that rhythm and you trip up.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is that all right? Cool.
So
enjoy your week.
See you next week. Stay safe and take care, guys.
Peace and love. Bye.
Are you still recording? Because I know what you're like.
No, I'm not recording.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You got that look in your eye.
Oh.
You got that look in your eye that you're telling me lies. You're telling me lies.
So not that you put this out anyway, because there's got so much fan in the background.
I know, but I just think we need to. Have you got yours on?
What? Yeah. I've got more on my feet.
What's the temperature in it? Oh, 12 degrees. Oh, God, that's not bad at all.
What? Just having it there?
Oh, 12 degrees. That sounds terrible. You need to talk about your race with your McLaren.
Oh, yeah.
If this is being recorded, I'm not going to bother editing out. I'll just carry on straight through.
Yeah, fine. Up to you.
Yeah, I knew you were.
No, I was going to pause it again and start it again. I just figured these might be nice or useful little bits every now and then.
Yeah, just
Aidan's still not fucking text me back. Useless fucking drug dealer. I'm telling you, mate. That is like, give a fuck about
Can I have a beer now?
Yeah, give a fuck about it being legalised and all that. I just want to be able to go into a shop and buy a 20 bag and leave. Not fuck around. I texted him hours ago. Give me a shout when you're about.
What did he say?
Nothing.
Oh, he was obviously not about.
Hour and a half ago. Hello, mate. Can you give me a shout when you're about?
Well.
Oh, we'll finish this and I'll give him a fucking call.
Yeah. Right. We're going to start the... No, let's...
Oh, yeah, let's keep the heaters on for a little bit.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. We could talk about your Felton prison project
I
as
don't
well.
know anything about that.
I'll probably know more than you.
Yeah, probably.
How did I miss that?
What?
Oh. Borrowing, tools. That's a good subject. What?
Mum used to get paid shit, didn't she?
What, from Sainsbury's?
Yeah.
Well, what's she got there?
156 hours worked.
In a month?
Right. I guess so, in a month.
Yeah.
And the amount you get for that on basic pay is 1,500 quid.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. 156 hours divided by 1503.84.
1503.84. Divided by what?
156.
£9.64.
Fuck that. Being a supervisor as well.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get more for that, for being fucking monged out of my arse on a Monday morning painting walls. Like, just fucking too much weed over the weekend. My brain's just trying to fucking settle back into some sort of normality.
You did well this week off me, I tell you.
What?
You did.
Mate, let's not get into this fucking topic of conversation, because I can trounce you straight away.
No, you didn't. I looked after you quite well.
Yeah, so an extra £25 a day from what I'd normally get, right?
Yeah.
So 25, 50, 75, 100, and then 100 half a day is quite normal for us, isn't it? So let's ignore Fridays. So that's four.
Yeah.
So £100.
Yeah.
I filled my van up from. I filled it up half
£100?
and then filled it up full, and a full tank's 50 quid.
Yeah.
Well, 50.
Well,
I think when I filled it up on Friday, I put in 54, and then I filled it up the other day, I put in 20. So there's 70 gone. So I made 30 quid more off here.
So yeah, but
plus wear and tear on my van, which is easily 30 quid.
But if you're racing fucking McLarens on the way home, then what?
I raced him for about 25 fucking yards, mate. Come on. It was as if I was doing like a quarter-mile drag strip with him, was it? That fucking aircon in that McLaren's probably got more horsepower than my van.
Well, if you hadn't raced that McLaren...
Oh, yeah, if you didn't race that McLaren, that's easily quarter tank of fuel, that.
If you want to act like a dick...
I raced him up into about third gear, mate. That was about as far as I got. 40 mile an hour, and then he just fucking went.
I thought I looked after you.
Yeah, no, you did look after me, but I knew that I looked after you this week was leading into I always look after you. You get so much money out of me.
No, I don't always. I'll hold my hands up. I don't always look after you. In the past, but it was it was a learning curve. If I'd have made it easy.
No, yeah, if you hadn't ripped me off, some other cunt would have.
Exactly.
At least you got ripped off by your own old man. That should make it feel better, surely.
But now when you get a decent wage, you think, oh yeah, the old man's not such an arsehole after all. So,
no, now when I get a decent wage, I think, why the fuck wasn't I always on this?
Are we going to start this? We're going to start the extras then, or what?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, are you still cold?
Yeah, let me just put it under the desk for a bit. Warm up my toes.
Well, maybe we could just leave it on. It's not that distracting, is it?
It's quite bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was quite toasted, are they?
We've
now got up to 13 degrees.
Oh, nice.
We need what?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you don't look after me, but it's still quite. It's quite. It's 40 minutes every day to come down. 45.
I know. I am. But unfortunately, I'm not responsible. Nice. I'm not responsible for where you work, am I?
Well, yeah, you are.
No, where you live, right?
No, as well. Yeah, you are, because I wanted to get as far the fuck away from Alton as possible.
Right, let's have a look at the topics what I've got written in my book that I've been taking notes of all week. So, let's have a look. What we're going to talk about. Customer surprise we turned up. We've covered that, haven't we?
Yep.
Spraying luxury rooms. Done that. Clogged up filter, Caparol.
No, yeah, we've got that.
Neptune paints. Done that. Feedback about our last week's podcast about targeting customers. Oh, Tickerilla Intact apparently is back on track, innit? They're selling that again. Did you know that?
No.
Well, Intact's meant to be their equivalent of Scuffex, isn't it?
Mm.
Am I boring you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, borrowing tools. Right. Ryan cracked the windscreen. Got to talk about that. Cheap paints. What did we talk about cheap? What were we talking about in the week about cheap paints?
Don't know.
What have I got a note about that? Looking for product testers. Primer first. Done that. Max. Haven't done that yet. Oh. About the road trip with Andy Stevens. Lighthouse.
Where? What?
The road trip thing with Andy Stevens. We're going to talk about that?
Yeah, if you want to talk about your road trip.
Your road trip. The bill from the NHS. And then, why Decorators should be more like vets.